Masculine behaviours that are ruining your elegance. Ladies, most of us claim that we are proud to be women. We say that we are happy being who we are and we won't trade our femininity for anything. But are you really sure about that? Are we really proud to be a woman? Then if yes, why are you trying so hard to behave like a man? My wonderful elegance ladies, welcome back to another video. My name is Vivian, the founder of Woman of Elegance, which is a platform I've created to help women globally become the most elegant, classy and feminine women that they can be. Stay with me as I show you the 10 ways you act like a man, undermine your femininity and demean your elegance. Point number 1. You compete with men. Some women go about life like they're in competition with the menfolk. These are the what a man can do, a woman can do better gang. This is not to say that men are better than women or vice versa. However, you must realize that men and women are uniquely created to be different, act differently and fulfill different roles, and are naturally equipped with innate abilities and traits that are meant to help each group to live fruitful and fulfilling lives. What I'm saying is this: why try to beat the men at their game when you can comfortably and easily live your life to the fullest by being the fabulous and fascinating woman that God created you to be? It's truly a waste of your womanhood trying to act like a man. Trying to prove a point by acting or competing with the guys is totally unnecessary. Most often than not, women who compete with men feel like they have to be the man to win. It could be the man in the relationship or within a friendship group, or just having this dominating personality. Hence, they throw away their feminine nature and go about chasing masculine traits. A woman will always be a woman, naturally wired to be feminine, and therefore it's a breach of your natural femininity, and you will end up frustrated, unhappy, and living an unfulfilled life. Being feminine, that is behaving like a lady and exhibiting ladylike traits, is a major component of your journey as an elegant woman. You can never be a truly elegant lady when your femininity is compromised. The men have their own unique makeup and women have their own unique makeup too. The two are meant to complement each other and not clash or pit themselves against each other. There's really no competition here, seriously. Dressing like a man, for example, power dressing, adopting masculine postures, brawling, trying to down even more beer than your male counterparts, belching out loud without restraint, and so many ridiculous things some women do to feel at par with the guys. This will really nip in the bud whatever elegance you are trying to cultivate. This type of competition is commonly seen in the career world, where everyone is striving to climb up the career ladder faster and women are trying to keep their head above water. Some choose to fight as a man rather than win as a woman. They feel the only way they can compete favorably with the men is by being masculine. Point number 2, you lead with your wallet. Some women assume the role of a man in their romantic relationships. They take on all the financial burdens, they foot the expenses, pay for the man's personal needs, his housing, change his car, pay for his vacations, pay for the shopping, and end up totally emasculating the man. A real man naturally wants to provide, is meant to provide, and should provide for his woman. It's only a worthless and a low value man that would allow you to do all of that without serious protest or even running for his life. If you reverse the roles and do all of that, spend your money on him and he feels okay about it, then it's time to run away. You're obviously dealing with an unapologetic gold digger. Trying to impress a man with your money is not something an elegant woman would do. In many countries, such as countries in Scandinavia, splitting household bills is the norm, and I'm not here to try and persuade you to change this dynamic if it works for you. But to take on the role of a provider for your man, that is wrong. It may seem okay, even quite romantic in the beginning, but eventually you will get sick and tired of it all and become resentful because it's not your duty in the first place. The man may also become resentful because you've hijacked his role. And absolutely, I absolutely do believe in gender roles. For your relationship to work effectively, let the man be the man and maintain your place as a woman. And as controversial as this may be, there is this nice kind of thing that works when people work in harmony with each other, when couples work in harmony with each other, and there isn't this power struggle within the relationship. When you allow your innate femininity to come alive, men instinctively place themselves into their natural masculine roles. And many men appreciate emotional women. They love a woman who isn't ashamed to express her feminine nature. Filling in his role will leave him disappointed and dissatisfied. If you want your man to protect you, cherish you, support you, and celebrate you, leave his seat for him and fix yourself into your own feminine space. Ladies, there are many ways to exude femininity. I have a whole video devoted to this subject. In short, I've mentioned that being in tune with nature and taking better care of your appearance, allowing a man to take care of you at least from time to time, are excellent ways to start this. Do you remember when I said that buying fresh flowers is a great way to do this whilst bringing colour into your home? Well, I know that this is not economically viable for some because I know that fresh flowers can be quite expensive, especially during the festive periods. And this is why I absolutely love Forever Roses. Just take a look at these beauties. This bouquet is by Rose Forever. Rose Forever is a New York-based brand launched in 2019, and they design luxurious rose bouquets with natural roses that will last a year. They use natural oils to preserve the roses, and the bouquets are handcrafted by professional flower artisans. All the materials used to cover the boxes are vegan, even the pink suede such as this, and the black velvet, which is hugely popular. The preserved roses in special colours such as violet, black and royal blue are created through a natural process of pigmentation to keep the rich, intense shade and are allergen free. They are so much more competitive in price than other Eternity Rose brands on the market. Discover your innate femininity by purchasing one of these beautiful boxes today. Brighten up your space and treat yourself because you truly deserve to. Point number 3, you're boisterous and argumentative. Previously, it was common to hear the cliche, a lady should be seen and not heard. You might be thinking to yourself, my goodness, that is so archaic. And this is an expression that many people choose to interpret as stifling and oppressive. Well, the issue at hand is not whether saying the word is right or wrong. The issue is that a lady is normally softly spoken and gentle. An elegant lady is not boisterous. Even if you're an extrovert, you're really blessed with the gift of the gab and you can talk non-stop without getting tired. Elegance really demands that you talk less and listen more. The fact is that a woman is biologically and emotionally different from a man. So trying to copy a man's assertive and authoritative way of speaking, it really won't work in your favor. Do not operate in your masculinity this way. Most people will avoid anyone who argues a lot, whether male or female. Looking for opportunities to engage in unending arguments and making your points noisily is not a trait that is associated with elegance. When you behave aggressively during a dispute with a man, he will be naturally inclined to match your aggression with more aggression, as he would do with a fellow man. However, when you approach disputes in a feminine manner, you break down a man's resistance and win him to your side faster. Men get into brawls and banter, they argue loudly, and they shout each other down. Well, this is hardly the behaviour that's seen among traditional women, not to talk of ladies who respect themselves and carry themselves with dignity and honour. Understandably, some women who grew up in the midst of males tend to talk noisily, maybe like their brothers. It is not entirely your fault if you don't know how to speak like a lady, but you need to make the decision to change. If you are guilty of this habit, make sure you listen to my video on speaking elegantly. Point number 4, you must always be right. A woman who is stuck in her own ways and won't accept that she's wrong or take corrections is plainly annoying. Even when she can see she's clearly wrong, pride will not allow her to admit that she is, and she will find a way to twist the narrative until she supports her own claim. She just won't agree that she could be wrong. This is annoying behaviour and may be excused in a man. It may be simply just waved off as manly ego or pride or whatever. For a man, it's all about winning. However, a woman who behaves in this way can hardly get along with others and may find it difficult to make amends or apologise for their wrongs. She doesn't believe she's wrong in the first place, so she feels she has no need to make the corrections. Don't be that kind of woman. Humility and a yielding attitude can get you far in life and avoid many problems along the way. Point number 5, fear of showing emotions. Some women pride themselves as being unemotional and always rational. They hardly display any emotion or show feelings. A woman who is stiff and acts emotionally detached will typically be mean, unyielding, and boring. It shouldn't be surprising if she treats other people wickedly and can't relate cordially with people. When you are unemotional, you may lack emotional intelligence and empathy, and without these, you struggle to build reasonable relationships with people. Your family members, colleagues, friends, strangers, and even the cats in the neighborhood will do everything possible to avoid you. Some women claim that they're naturally unemotional. Well, I don't really know about this. This could be true, but females are emotional in nature. Some who claim to be unemotional despise their femininity, and they believe that being emotional is a weakness, and hence they are afraid to show their emotions. Having found a way to suppress their emotions, they come up with the excuse of being naturally unemotional, and that's quite unfortunate. Point number 6, hyper-independence. Independence is good. Being able to pay for your own bills, provide for yourself, buy your own clothes, fix your car, and cater for yourself is an excellent thing. However, it becomes a problem when you won't accept help from other people. You make people around you feel unwanted and irrelevant when you reject their help and behave like you don't need them. Any level-headed man will be scared and weary when he comes across an overtly independent woman who acts as if she doesn't need anyone. Some women are just too proud to ask for help, and I don't mean financially in particular, but in many other regards. Men operate at their best when they feel wanted and needed. Each and every one of us needs somebody, and accepting help is not a weakness, neither does it make you less of a strong and independent woman. When you're in the habit of turning down help, especially when you need it, you come across to others as proud. An elegant woman is independent, but she does not mind sitting back once in a while and allowing others to spoil her. She can open the door herself, but she also gracefully allows a man to open the door for her and help her carry her items. She's not ashamed to ask for and receive assistance. Many men cherish and yearn for such a woman. They know that she can do it herself, and so they consider it honouring that she's allowed herself to receive their help. Elegant women are in love and in tune with their being feminine, and they know that masculine males appreciate every opportunity to help a feminine woman. This is simply natural, and you may argue that you will never stoop so low to playing the damsel in distress who needs the prince's help. Well, just know that it is a negative trait that makes you undesirable and unapproachable to people, both males and females. How do you feel when you offer somebody your help and they turn it down bluntly? Happy? I bet not. Point number 7, a bad attitude and ill-mannered demeanour. Some women lack good manners and have serious attitude problems. A woman who speaks disdainfully and belittles every man that comes across her path is to be avoided like the plague. Work on your temper if it's naturally quick and short. Learn how to speak gently. If you're already used to talking gruffly, it may take some time and practice to get your speech back on the feminine track, but it is worth the effort. If you treat others badly or condescendingly, start today to deliberately and consciously treat others the way you would want to be treated. Work on your body language. Ask close friends and family members to give you feedback on the type of body language you project. Some women have repelling body language. Wearing a scowl or frown will always drive people away from you. Shuffling uncomfortably when somebody is coming towards you can make you appear unapproachable. How about working on intercepting people's attention with a smile? Make eye contact. Relax in the presence of another human being. They won't bite you. Well, hopefully not. So drop the aggressive stance. If this is a front that you've developed to handle shyness or something else, then try and work on your self-confidence. Being confident makes you comfortable in your own skin and enhances your ability to relate cordially with others. In your elegance journey, you cannot afford to leave your self-confidence behind. Work on yours. Point number 8, talking gruffly and roughly. Talking aggressively is an unattractive trait in a lady. I doubt if there's any man who likes a woman talking to him the way a man would. Imagine a male colleague of yours sharing a terrible experience he had. Maybe he lost a close friend recently, and all the empathy he gets from you is a bump on the arm. Take it easy, man. That coming from a man to a man is somewhat normal, but when it comes from a lady, that's quite devastating. A man who shares such an experience with you is simply yearning for empathy. Real feminine and maternal comfort and empathy that can only be found in the words of a woman. You see the power that we hold, ladies. Masculine men want an opposite, a feminine woman. You see, opposites attract, just like a magnet. The same way a feminine woman is unlikely to be attracted to an overtly effeminate man, likewise a masculine man won't be attracted to a woman who exhibits overtly masculine traits. Point number 9, you are hypersexualized. Trigger warning. It is so surprising to see some women competing with men when it comes to the amount of sexual partners that they have. This probably also stems from the if a man can do it, then a woman can do it too place. This totally negates the nature of a woman. The feminine nature is nurturing, protective of her body, cherishes her fidelity, sensitive, never yielding to casual romance. A woman's sensitive and emotional frame prohibits different men from ravaging her body at any given time. Honestly, ladies, the casual hookup culture is so damaging. You may not feel it now, but you will later on in life. Avoid it, please. The summary here is that an elegant lady naturally protects her body, her emotional and her spiritual makeup. You hear women boasting about the number of men they've slept with, just like some irresponsible men do. This excessive concern with sex and uninhibited indulgence in sexual activities is not naturally in the makeup of a feminine. I'm not talking about masculine now. I'm just speaking about feminine. It's odd. It shows a disregard and a lack of value for your body and your self-worth when you brag about sex and get so fixated on the topic and so fixated on the amount of sexual encounters you indulge in. Point number 10. Despising female company. Many of us preach that women should look out for each other. We shout sister power, women supporting each other, International Women's Day, and all these other phrases. However, in reality, some of us avoid each other. Many women dislike having female friends and would rather hang out with the guys than be seen with the girls. Some women will even outrightly tell you that they prefer spending time with men than they do with women. They claim that women are not intelligent, they're too garrulous, too emotional for their liking, and the list goes on. Well, actually, there's no problem with the type of company that you prefer. But mouthing off other ladies as not being smart and wonderful as men is really scoring a goal against yourself. Every individual is unique and different. Make friends with women who share the same values and views you do. Stereotyping women, bringing women down is not the best way to empower each other. An elegant woman appreciates and respects other women. She's also willing to mentor other women to become better instead of tearing them down. Ladies, I really do hope you found this video informative, and these 10 points will enable you to become a better feminine woman who exhibits femininity with pride. Thank you so much for watching.